Okay, I think it's live. Good morning. Happy Sunday. How's everybody doing? Well, there's nobody in here yet. But y'all can let me know how you're doing this beautiful Sunday morning when you get in here. Look, we got Jack sitting over there. That's what I've named him, Jack. Sapphire sent me that, and she sent me another little skeleton thing, and it sets up at the bottom of it's kind of weight heavy with it's made like a beanbag or something. And I had it sitting up there with Mr. Jack, and it's gone. I mean, I don't know what happened to it. I'm going to have to get in there and look for it. I think one of the cats stole it and took it and hid it. Because I had it sitting up on my record player. Hibiscus sent me a message. Loving your thumbnail on your live. Oh, thank you, girl. Hey, Cement Shoes. You ordered your coffee mug, didn't you? I think, well, there was two of them sold, I noticed. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. See, with Teesprings, I tried to make some of those coffee cups lowest price I could. Maybe the Rooster one's not the lowest price I could, but the other ones, the Annabelle mug and the paw print coffee with CC mug. Hey, Vicky, Lisa. Um, I tried to make them the lowest price I could. They'll only let you make them so low. You know, Hibiscus, good morning. Yeah, I got your girl in the thumbnail, Hibiscus. We put up a video for you on TikTok this morning. We had to put some Billie Eilish, however the hell you say her name, music to it. I thought that was cool. Hey, guess what, y'all? I got a damn marriage proposal. I kid you not. Some man on TikTok asked me if I would marry him. It's on the last video that I'm in on there. He looks like a real winner, guys. A real winner. Oh my gosh. What's wrong with these men? You just don't be going around asking people to marry you. You don't know. He was just joking. What are y'all doing this morning? I got the magic 8 ball out here, by the way. Anybody wants to ask a question? Our game night didn't go too good, but I still had fun just sitting around chatting with y'all. I mean, you know, once I got this thing, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's kind of childish, but we're still gonna play with it. We just need questions asked in the chat so we can ask. What should we ask this morning? Is Mistress Portland and Noodle Mash ever gonna stop fighting? Let's see. Let's see what the Magic 8 ball says. Oh, you can't see it. Yes, they're eventually going to stop fighting, y'all. Praise Jesus. Do y'all watch them? I know Hibiscus does, because her and I, you know, we may chat about it a little bit. But anyways, Mrs. Portland, y'all. Today is Sunday Drama Day, by the way. Mrs. Portland got a cease and desist order through the mail from Noodle Mash. Noodle Mash's channel. Do y'all watch Noodle Mash? She makes jewelry. She may talk a little drama sometimes, or a whole lot of drama. But she makes jewelry out of clay, and you can watch her make the jewelry and all this. And then there's this other lady named Mrs. Portland who was friends with Robbie. Robbie's still trying to be her friend, but she don't want nothing to do with him over it's just over crazy stuff. Robbie didn't even do nothing to her. Ask if you should marry the man on TikTok. Oh yeah, okay. Let's do this. Should I marry the man on TikTok that has no hair on his head? Which some bald-headed men's sexy. It is decidedly so. Hey, no, I'm not marrying him. This 8 ball does not do right. So last night it said me and Peyton Posies was never going to have Starbucks coffee together, and that's just not the freaking truth, because she's in Tennessee now. Okay, it says, my reply, hazy. Try again. Should I marry the man on TikTok, Mr. Magic 8 ball? Signs point to yes. And well, I'd rather marry the one that feeds the birds. Yes, definitely. See? Yes, definitely. Marry the one that feeds the birds. No, just kidding. Oh. Is there something spooky in the hanging planter? Yes. I got my gnomes and my little sugar skull steaks that Sapphire sent me. Let me see. See, there's the little things, the little steaks. I've had them in the house because I didn't want to put them outside, because I didn't want them to ruin, but I brought them out here a while back for my live stream, and then I didn't put nothing in my basket this year, so I just set my gnomes in it so the damn raccoons would knock them off my porch railings and break them. And I've had this one for a long time. He looks spooky. Look at him. His eyes. Oh my goodness, y'all. It's a good day, y'all. I'm in a good mood. I got a bright energy shining from me. It's a good day. I got on YouTube and I was like, oh my God, what the hell's going on? I always keep myself entertained by watching Mrs. Portland and Noodle Mash argue. If y'all want to see something funny, watch them two go at each other. It is freaking comical. Now, one has sent the other one a cease and desist. Hey, I never did know it, but they say that those cease and desist orders is not worth the paper they're wrote on. You know? You can't make somebody shut up talking about you unless they're really. You have to be able to prove, like to sue somebody for like defamation. You have to really be able to prove that, you suffered financially and emotionally, mentally from it. Takes a lot. But you can't make somebody shut up. He looks high. Yeah, he's probably about as high as I am right now. I went back and watched my live stream last night and I was like, damn, you shouldn't smoke that many bowls before you went high. Or went high. Went live. I'd smoked several yesterday. Thank God it's legal in Virginia. I can say that without feeling bad about it. But yeah, I'd smoked several outside sitting out here yesterday. And I was feeling pretty good last night. Pretty relaxed and in a good mood. Hey, it helps my leg. It really does. And it relaxes me. There's nothing wrong with medical marijuana. Hey, preschool granny. I always crack up at. Do y'all watch The Scoop with Barb? Where she talks about medical marijuana. She must be afraid of what people think about her. She's awesome. I really like her. But she'll be like, yeah, I don't smoke it when I first get up in the mornings, and I got a medical card for it. She always says that. And I'm thinking to myself, who gives a damn? Smoke it when you want to, girl. That's a different community. I have noticed over our guys in that community where Natasha Cooper and them comes from, and all them little channels like Noodle Mash, all them, they really, really worry about, like a lot more than like I do, worry about what people think about them and their subscribers, and it's just different vibe than my chat and stuff. Of course, I don't want to do stuff that is going to offend y'all, of course, but to me, it's like they get permission for how they run their channels and their chats and stuff, and I don't know. I just find that very odd. Um, it would be very hard to try to please everybody. If they do one little thing and just like a couple people don't like it, I mean, they're all to hell about it. Of course, I might say something about it too if I done something and people was saying stuff, but it just seems like to me their chat tells them what to do and their friends. You don't know them? Well, you ain't missing much. You don't need to know them. You would just have to watch them people to know what I'm talking about then. Because Mrs. Portland, oh, there's a hummingbird. Mrs. Portland, I think she was born with fetal alcohol syndrome. And she's probably not on the same mindset level as like someone, like me or somebody else. She's a little bit childish. Let me say it like that. She's about like when she gets mad and stuff over this YouTube stuff, she's about like a 14-year-old girl, 13. So it's just, when she gets mad, I just can't see why people go back and forth with her. You just need to ignore her because she's, like I said, it's not an even playing field. Let me put it that way. But anyways, I had just the reason I'm talking about it, I had just got onto YouTube and saw that she got a cease and desist order. Here, I will show you a video. Then you'll know who I'm talking about. Mrs. Portland, you better not strike me, because I am not a freaking hater, as you call them.
Hey everyone, it's me. Look what I just got in the mail. I got a cease and desist letter from Noodle Mash. Okay, you know what? Your letter does not scare me. And Noodle, I
See what I
suggest
mean?
that if you put this cease and desist letter against me, know that there is nothing you can take from me monetarily because I have nothing. Okay? But if you want me to stop attacking you, then I suggest right now that you take all your hate videos down about me.
See what I mean? It's just comical, guys.
Cease and desist letter back in return.
Hey, yeah, Noodle Mash, she's going to send you a cease and desist back in return. I'm sorry, guys. This is how I entertain myself. I don't say nothing hateful to neither one of them. I actually comment nice things on Noodle Mash's jewelry and stuff that she puts up for sale on her Etsy. But yeah, I've been watching them two go back and forth at each other, and I'm not on nobody's freaking side. I think they're both just as guilty, but it's just comical. That's what I've been watching on YouTube. I haven't been watching this stuff about Ryan Upchurch, y'all. I'm gonna have to force myself to watch some videos and see what the hell is going on, why everybody's not liking him no more. I know he did a video about mandolin, or he made a video about the Krama community, as we call it, and he put a clip of hers in. He said something to her. He said some very mean things about her smoking cigarettes. Hey, I got news for you. Dipping skull and spitting it in a freaking Coke bottle, or whatever kind of bottle, is just as nasty as smoking a cigarette. See, I have been the victim of taking a drink of a spit bottle before, thinking it was Coke in it. So, trust me, it's just as nasty. He shouldn't have said nothing like that. I mean, he didn't stay in his own lane. He needs to get back to freaking doing some music and forgetting about the true crime. Oh, that's not fitting. No. Let's see. Hold on a minute. Let me see if I can get my live chat put back in. She admits to attacking. Oh, yeah. Yeah, she admits to attacking. Of course. Of course, but here is the thing with that Mrs. Portland. Sometimes she hears things ass backwards. Like that one day she said Noodle Mash threatened her channel if she got monetized. She did not. I was watching that live stream. She did not. What she said is, if you've had a channel terminated before, because Mrs. Portland's been talking about getting monetized, if you put up another channel and try to get monetized, YouTube usually catches it, like they have Natasha Cooper's. Because you're not supposed to, once they terminate an account, you're not supposed to be on YouTube with another account. So basically, that's what she said, and then Miss Portland, she went batshit crazy. Oh, she threatened me. No, she didn't. And Save Robbie was not making fun of her eyesight the other day. She put up a video about that in many community posts. He absolutely was not. I was watching that stream. People in the chat was saying Mrs. Portland quotes, and they were typing in all caps because that's the way that she always types, you know. And then she was like, "Oh, they're making fun of my eyesight." That's absolutely not the truth. I was watching it. If he was, I would say, yeah, he was, but he wasn't. It's just an earwig in my bed. I just had an earwig in my bed. What in the hell's that? I still love Ryan. He's hilarious. He just released a new album. I'm sorry, Lisa. He needs to stay in his damn lane. I mean, he's got the right to talk about true crime. What am I saying? Yeah, I mean, he does. He does, but I think he's better at music. That's just my opinion. A pincer bug. Oh, God. I still don't know what that is. I think he's taking Amanda and all them wrong. He thinks they're bitching about that super chat he gave, $500 super chat to the perp. And they're not. They're just telling him, like, the back history. I don't get involved in all that. You know, people got the right to support who they want, I guess. You know, and, like, I get it. I get it, trying to warn people, you know. Um, but sometimes people have to find out things on their own. And Ryan seems like he's that type of person that, you know, he's not going to listen to what people's saying. Even with the proof, he's just going to find out on his own. There's a little hummingbird. That flew off. Yeah. I don't even really know what's been going on with all that. To be honest, I've heard bits and pieces and all this and that. I don't get involved. I don't got time for all that. We don't got time for all that drama around here, y'all. Well, guys, I'm so annoyed that my purple lights are not working. Of course, I've had them for like 4 years and only paid $3 for them. So, anyhow, I've had the orange lights longer than the purple ones, I think. It's a good excuse to buy some of those lights that the bulbs kind of look like a candy corn color. So, that's what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to finish putting up my background probably today. I'm going to put this black tablecloth over this black felt here. Put my pumpkin door hanger thing up in the middle. And I got some more Halloween decorations inside. Spiders, bats, skeleton, Grand Reapers. I got 2 Grand Reapers. 2 pumpkins with little witches' hats. Got quite a bit. I love Halloween decor. Me too. Now, I'll leave sugar skulls up in my house all year round. Like the sugar skull sign, that metal sign thing Sapphire sent me, that's always up. I keep it though, like where my makeup and stuff's at. And then I have a sugar skull diamond painting that she did for me and framed it and sent it to me. It's really cool. I've got it hanging up on my wall in my living room. And I did have like this metal thing right here. If I can get it down. Damn, it's not wanting to come down. It's got behind. Well, the metal thing y'all saw last night. I've got it beside the painting and all that. Anyways, I got a big sugar skull ashtray, and I got a sugar skull Zippo lighter, but I've got it in a Zippo lighter display case. I've never used it. It's pretty cool. Diamond paints are so cool. I can see you love Halloween. Yes, I love Halloween. Yeah. I like the decorations and, you know, get to wear a costume. I just like dressing up. I'm a big kid. Hey, Donald, how are you doing? It's glorious Sunday afternoon. It's getting to be afternoon. I just saw something running over next to the fence. Maybe it was Annabelle. She's so little you can't hardly see her. Yeah, diamond paintings are cool. I love to diamond paint in the winter. I just don't got time in the summer. Because we're always outside sitting on the porch, right, Ladybug? Y'all know Ladybug's out here with us. What you wanting, baby? Oh, it's getting gray. Eyebrows. Yeah, speaking of getting gray, that rooster of mine is turning gray. You can tell, like, where his pretty orange and red and yellow feathers are on his back. You can tell they're getting gray. Hey, Colleen. Hibiscus. I love doing diamond paints. Yeah, my problem is I'll sit there and want to diamond paint forever. I've not done a diamond painting since I've had Cleo. So, good luck with me trying to do that with her around. But somehow, she just took up the freaking vent in my kitchen. I know, it should have been screwed down. But it wasn't. Because I'm the one that put it in there. And I was like, I'll screw it down the floor later when I get a better screwdriver, and I never did. Anyway, she just lifted that up somehow, and I'm like, oh my goodness. So I set a box of dog food on it, and she still got the vent moved. So I went to go in there and put the screws in it. I got them somewhere put up. It's what Zoe does to me. She's just playing, no, but she gets really, really rough when she plays like that. I know you're not supposed to play with your hands with cats. Time stops for no rooster, Lisa. I know. See, he was already about a year and a half years old when he started coming over here and eating at my bird feeder. And I've had him 4 years. I've had him since I've been on YouTube. hmm One day my mom come and she's like, a chicken just ran off your porch. It was in your trash. I had a bag of trash sitting on the porch. I hadn't took to the can yet. I'll do that sometimes, like if I'm cleaning, I'll take out the trash and I'll set it on the porch. And then when I go outside, I'll put it in the can. Anyway, she's like, chicken just ran off your porch in your trash. And then I caught him out here eating at the squirrel and bird feeder. And just went from there. Then he had an accident. I found him laying in the yard, knocked out, unconscious. I thought he was freaking dead. Nursed him back to health. Got him some sister wives. Got him a nice setup over our house. He's got a chicken coop. He's got two of those chain link fence dog lots put together, so their chicken lot's pretty big. And then I got a trampoline run. We used a trampoline to make a chicken run, hooked up to one of the dog lot doors. And I closed that at night, of course, along with the big door. Yeah, he was unconscious. Something knocked him out. I think that girl hit him. I went to pay the lot rent that day. And he followed me halfway down the driveway trying to attack me. And I went on in and paid the lot rent. And when I came back out, he was laying down there in the yard, knocked out. His cone was black. Their cone's supposed to be bright red. His cone was black and bruised. One of his eyes was swelled shut. I believe when she come home from lunch that day, I was so traumatized that day, I didn't think she'd come home that day. And then after I got to thinking about it, she always comes home from lunch at that exact time. So I believe she hit him with her car. He probably flew out and she didn't mean to. I've never asked her. Because if she said yeah, I don't know how I would react to that. But anyway, oh yeah, and this guy that Mark was working with, he come up here. I had Sonny laying in a box. He's the chicken whisperer, and he blew up Sonny's butt that day. I found him unconscious, and he come back to life. His mouth didn't actually touch the chicken's butt. He just picked him up, raised up his tail feathers, and kind of got close to it and blew. The guy was raised around chickens and cockfighting, so he knew how to do that. Of course, I don't agree with rooster fighting. Of course not. Mm-mm-mm. If I knew somebody was having a rooster fight, I might snitch on them. I might snitch on them and get them in trouble. I am very upset at my cousin right now. Do y'all know what he's going to be doing? Or what he has been doing? Going to be doing my ass. He's been doing it. He has been catching squirrels in cages. My mom told me this yesterday. And then letting his dogs tree them. Training his dogs with them. I think it's awful. It's animal abuse. Mom was laughing. I said, it's not funny. She's like, I'm going to tell him what you said. I said, I do not care. That is animal freaking abuse. Them little squirrels could have babies or anything. Just awful. She's like, yeah, so-and-so. She said his name come up here and got one of his traps he had set. And I said, what kind of freaking trap? She said, a live trap to catch a squirrel. I said, what's he want to do with the squirrel? She said he's going to train his dogs with it. And then it just went from there. It's freaking cruel. Mm-mm-mm. See, I was raised around things like that, but I have been away from like all that for so long, being around people that, go coon hunting. Some of my family and stuff does it, but I just think it's awful. Growing up, it was kind of normal. All my family I lived around, and they hunted and trapped and all that. It's kind of normal, but I never did think it was right. I always felt bad for the animals, you know. But I just love animals. And I've been away, like Mark doesn't hunt and things like that's what I'm saying. So it just bothers me. Happy day, pretty sunshine, and in the 70s. Let's see what temp it is here. Let me get my phone. What do you want, lady at 71? What do you want? Hold on. No, she's wanting me to do something for her. Oh my gosh. It's never ending around here. I can't even sit down and have coffee and chat. Somebody always wants something. Which, I love my animals. I wouldn't take nothing for them. My grandson had to shoot an aggressive squirrel. It would take the cats, tore up out cushions, and the kids rocking horses to get stuffing for the nest. He regretted killing it. Yeah, they will. I saw this woman on TikTok the other day, which she was letting the squirrel do it. She has the squirrel named and all this, but it was tearing her good outside cushion to one of her chairs apart, getting nesta material. She was just letting it down. I mean, it had ruined that nice patio furniture. It really had. Now, sometimes if I've got some cotton or something like that, I'll leave it laying around out here and they'll grab it. Even Ladybug's fur. And I get it out of the brush because it just like, her fur clumps up. It's like a freaking husky's fur or something, the way it does. And they'll grab it too for their nest. I had some coconut fiber planters out here. They tore them apart for their nests. I just don't see no point in killing little bitty squirrels. Well, I get one that's aggressive or may have rabies or something like that. You can't have an animal like attacking your cats and stuff. Speaking of that, when Zoe was outside, she was behind the Funny Farm fence one day, and she was just a little bitty kitten then. I still couldn't catch her, but a squirrel reached through the holes of the fence on the other side and tried to attack her. I witnessed that, and I thought, well, maybe these squirrels are tired of these damn cats killing them. Because I got one squirrel that comes to eat here that's missing its back leg. Its left back leg. Or paw. It's just got a little nub. It reminds me of a pirate walking on a wooden leg. And part of its ears tore. First, I thought maybe it was born like that because that's very common to happen in the nest, have accidents or whatever. But I think a cat got a hold of it or something got a hold of it because its paw's gone and its ears ripped. So maybe the squirrels are tired of the cat's crap, you know. The squirrels haven't been over here lately. Usually they're jumping from that tree over there onto the roof of the house. You can be inside cleaning, watching TV, and you can hear the squirrels running across the roof. They've not been doing that lately. First, I thought maybe it's because my kittens. I raised the shade for my kittens to sit in the window and watch the birds and squirrels. Then I thought maybe it's because that mama cat's been down there hunting around. But I think they're gathering acorns right now and getting ready for winter. But it's just so strange. I put out fresh food and they've not been over here and touched it. You can tell when they've been over here, they make a freaking mess. And the food was still looked like it was untouched except for what the birds had took. So I don't know. I'm gonna get the cats a window hammock put in Timothy's room. Let them hang out the window there. I don't think it's the kittens though because they was watching squirrels one day and the squirrels was on the tree looking in the window at the little kittens. And I think the squirrels know the cats can't get to them. So I think they're just probably getting ready for winter. Acorns are starting to drop right now. All this and that. It's going to be freaking deer season. I freaking hate it. I hate it. Unless you're going to eat the meat. I don't like people just hunt for sport. I mean, what fun is that? Killing this big, majestic animal with these big horns. What fun is that? I think it'd be fun just going out and watching them and letting them, grow old. Well, guys, I'm going to get off here because Ladybug's starting to aggravate me and she's wanting something. I don't know what she's wanting. She may want me to take her out or something like that. I got to get some things done anyways. If I get some time later on, we may do an evening chat. They taste better, smaller, actually. I don't like big, but I've always heard that. Always heard that. Does who have any teeth? American red squirrels will destroy your house pretty good, so you gotta watch for those little guys. Hey, up in Michigan, they got black squirrels, jet black squirrels. The guy I watch on TikTok, the chickadee guy, that's his name, Chickadee. He feeds the little chickadees by hand. But he put up a video of the black squirrels. Now there's regular gray squirrels around that he feeds, but there's freaking black squirrels there. He said there was like 7 or 8 of them. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I was like, you need to ship a male and female black squirrel set down here to Virginia because I think we need some black squirrels in the neighborhood. They're freaking awesome. Hey, Save Robbie, I didn't even see you, sweetie. I'm sorry. Good morning. I was talking about you earlier. Nothing bad. Good. I was just talking about Mrs. Portland. And, like accusing you of making fun of her. And I was like, I was watching that stream and he absolutely did not. Absolutely did not. Anyways, I was just kind of having a little laugh about Little Mash and Mrs. Portland going back and forth. And the cease and desist order is sent to Mrs. Portland. Lord, Robbie, she is madder than a freaking wet hen. Oh gosh, guys, I'm gonna go because Lady is scratching the door. It's like terrible to be away from me for 5 freaking minutes. We have flying squirrels in Michigan too. Oh gosh, I would love, love, love to have flying squirrels. We have black. Also, they are mean and destructive to people and property. Oh, really? Oh, my goodness. Anyways, y'all have a wonderful day. I'm going to go see what Ladybug wants, little brat. Be safe. Be kind. Peace.